Hey everybody, this is Rob here with Rome City. Today I'm joined by an extremely special guest. I'm sitting here with the Venue Business Director of AS Roma, Paolo Monguzzi. Paolo, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Now today our master students had a very special treat. Paolo was our guest speaker today with Giovanni Solazzi for his class. But before we get into that, I just wanted to sit down with Paolo and get to hear a little bit about his role with Roma, his experiences on how he got to here, and maybe a little bit of his favorite memories as well. So, Paolo, first thing I would love to say is, or I'd love to hear is just a little bit of your background, how you maybe came into the sports world in general, and yeah, we'll move on from there.
Oh yeah, first of all, when I joined the sports industry, my dream was to be a basketball coach. So
a little different than
but
what
at
you
the
ended
end, but at the end, I'm actually sell tickets, so it's quite different. But
yeah, okay.
I started working in the sport industry in the basketball, in the most popular basketball team in Italy, Pallacanestro Olimpia Milano, and after I moved to FC Internazionale. Mm-hmm. So
you were there for almost 9 years, not Inter, the Pallacanestro.
Yeah,
no?
9 years
almost
in the
9
basketball
years,
world.
Long
Yeah,
time.
Absolutely. And after 2 years and a half at FC Internazionale, 2 years and a half at AC Milan, mm-hmm. and 1 year and a half here at AS Roma. So it's quite 7 years that I work in stadiums. And more than 15 that I work on venue, generally speaking.
All right, so you are the venue business director at Roma. So what would a day in your life kind of consist of? What is the day-by-day actions that you kind of take part of?
First of all, try to solve problems. But my team is composed by 23 people.
Yeah.
Very young, very talented people. And my role is to push them to sell more tickets, find new ideas to sell tickets, find new ideas to sell more hospitality seats and to generate revenues, and try to have the maximum result from the team, and try to inspire them to have more ideas and to generate more revenues, generally speaking.
All right. Well, I told you earlier, but I am actually a season ticket holder for Roma myself, so clearly they're doing a good job. I've got a nice Distinti Sud ticket over there and a Bonamenti season ticket, and it's incredible. If you haven't been to the Olimpico, an incredible experience. I'm sure everybody at the club does a very important job of making sure the fans feel welcome, and from my own experiences, the fans are welcome. So that's fantastic. You mentioned you went from Inter Milan to AC Milan. That's a very interesting switch up right there. You have a little bit of a rivalry. Hopefully you don't go to Lazio next.
No.
We'll see. So what was that transition like? Did you feel as though it was tough, or because you were a little bit more in the management, it was an easy transition to go from one to the other?
I mean, it was easy, I'm honest, because at the end we are business people.
Of course.
So it's not that you can steal some fans from from the other team. So basically you work with your fan base, and each fan base is different. Okay. But also in the same city as in Milan, fans of FC Internazionale are completely different than fans of AC Milan.
Interesting.
And also in two different cities like Rome and Milan.
Definitely different from that. You have the north, and then we're here in Rome in the middle.
Here the passion is incredible. As you said, the passion of our fans is the most important asset for us.
Okay.
Not only on the stadium, but in the city, and across all the businesses that we have to think every time and how the passion of our fans is important. And this is something unique, I would like to say, in the Italian market for sure, mm-hmm. but also the link between the city and the fans is something unique in Europe, I would say.
Absolutely. I mean, I was home in New York for the summer, but as many people watched online, the celebration of Paulo Dybala signing with Rome, the deal with Fenty and everything, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And the fans that turned up, and after they won the Conference League, the fans that turned up at the celebrations at Circo Massimo and everything. It's incredible. So you work with the passion of the fans, and you want to keep that going, and that's what Calcio is about, is just passion and the team and everything like that. So today, you had the opportunity to speak to some of our students. What do you feel about a program such as this, where we have American master students coming over? And the sport between America and Italy, it is different, America and Europe, but what are your thoughts on the kind of situation we have over here?
It was fun, absolutely. Also because I love the way that the sports culture in US. I'm a completely, definitely an NBA fan, so...
It's hard not to be, you know?
Absolutely, it's completely different the way that the people live a sports event here in Italy than in US. It's different. It's not that something is better or worse. It's completely different.
Of course.
It was fun, but and also they have some good questions. What is interesting is that what I want to share with all of you is that my job is not only data, Excel files, and pricing, but the biggest part is creativity. Is to be creative, is to find new ways to sell tickets, but to live a sport event. So this is the most important part of my job, and this is what I would like to share with all of you.
All right, fantastic. So even though you did just give us that tidbit, I would love to ask you, what's one piece of advice, besides just be creative and be outside the box, of an aspiring young adult who's trying to break themselves into the sports world, whether they're taking classes or whether they just finished high school? What's a bit of advice you think you can give to somebody out there who really wants to break into the business side of the sports world?
Be curious.
Be curious.
So I try to have each week time for me and to see what other colleagues or other clubs is doing in the business.
Okay.
So not just focusing on your club or your federation or your agency, your business, but every time spend time to be curious.
So you're always trying to learn.
Yeah.
Even when you're at the top, you're still trying to learn.
And it's not that you have to copy something,
of course,
but you can try to have some inspiration from sports that here basketball, volleyball are not so big word in terms of business, but you can take inspiration from them.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's fantastic. So keep learning, keep trying to improve. I agree. I think everyone should take that into account. Just a quick question: are you originally from Rome, or are you somewhere else in Italy? Where are you from?
I'm from Monza. Monza is famous for the Formula One circuit.
Oh, okay.
It's a nice place close to Milano.
And so you've been in Monza, you've been in Milan, now in Rome. In terms of city life outside of your job, what do you think of Rome in general?
I think that Rome is one of the. I think it's the most iconic city in the world.
I would agree.
It's very different living in Monza than Milano, for sure. But the history that you can feel here in each street of the city is incredible.
Yeah, you walk around and you see an amazing monument everywhere you go.
Yeah.
So just to wrap up, one question I have for you, more of a personal thing, is since you've been at Roma, what would you say has been your favorite memory of working at the club so far? Whether it's on the business side, personal side, just experience. What's one of the best things you've taken away?
Of course, when we won the title, the first European title, the Conference League. 3 days. Those 3 days were incredible.
I'm sure, yeah.
Absolutely incredible. So this for sure is the best memory that I have of my time here in AS Roma. Mm-hmm. Both from a personal side and also from a business point of view.
Of course, and I read somewhere that it's been 9 home consecutive sellouts for Roma. So the fans are up, the team is up, the excitement is up. So clearly you guys are doing something right, and I hope you guys continue to do so. I'll be there for the ride. I'll be around. But anyway, Paolo, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure to have him here speaking with us. This is the first of our interview series. And besides that, our master students were very lucky to have him be able to speak with him as well, with Giovanni Salazzi in that classroom. So thank you guys so much for listening. Paolo, once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I wish you nothing but the best moving forward.